What's up, people? Welcome back to Cricfootz. I hope you guys are thoroughly enjoying all the non-stop cricketing action from the Indian Premier League. Today, I'll be covering 4 games for you. The first one would be the Chennai Super Kings versus the Delhi Capitals and the Kolkata Knight Riders versus the Sunrisers Hyderabad. The experienced Chennai Super Kings took on the very young and talented Delhi Capitals. Chennai won the toss and chose to bowl first, as every captain has been doing this IPL. Delhi had a terrific start to their batting. The openers Prithvi Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan built a partnership of 94 runs and gave a solid foundation to their innings. After a solid start from the openers, Shreyas Iyer and Rishabh Pant carried the innings and built a quick 50-run partnership and took the team to a decent total of 175, which I felt is a par score on this ground. CSK's bowling was not great, I felt, on the day. The spinners especially were unable to pick the right length and line, and hence they were very costly on the day, leaking too many runs. Chasing a target of 175 was never going to be easy unless you got to a firing start, which CSK failed to deliver. They got a very slow and shaky start, losing their openers at a very early stage, and it was all up to Faf du Plessis to build the innings and get them close to the target. He was having a good day, I felt. Faf was batting well, but there was no one in the non-striker's crease to help him out in the chase. And yes, CSK lacked a bit of intent in the chase and also some characters. They were playing too safe and they didn't want to take any risk, and hence they failed to chase the target. And they ended their chase with 131 for 5. Delhi defended the score of 175 and easily won the game by 44 runs. I think Rabada, Notia, and Akshar Patel were terrific on the day and bowled really well and maintained a great economy. Delhi Capitals make it 2 wins out of 2 and they look very solid with their team and their lineup, and I hope they continue this form. In match number 8, we saw the Kolkata Knight Riders taking on the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Both the teams are looking to open their account for the season and win their first match. If you remember my previous video, I mentioned all the captains who have been winning the toss are electing to bowl first. And I also mentioned this mantra would soon change and teams would like to bat first, put up a decent total on board and try to defend it. This finally happened. Sunrisers won the toss and David Warner elected to bat first. David Warner, after winning the toss and electing to bat first, would have liked to put up a big target, and for that they needed a solid opening partnership. But that didn't happen as Johnny Bairstow lost his wicket very early to Pat Cummins. Manish Pandey and David Warner built up a solid partnership. Warner scored a 36 and Manish Pandey scored a good half century. But after Warner lost his wicket, I think SRH collapsed some way or the other. They were not able to strike the ball properly. There was no intent in them to get to a big total, and thus they got to a total of 142 for 4 after batting first. I think it would be a very disappointing total for any team to defend to. I'm sure KKR fans would be hugely relieved after seeing Pat Cummins back into action and doing what he does best: a terrific opening spell and a great economy throughout the innings. Varun Chakravarti, the debutant, was fantastic on the day. A mystery finger spinner was very difficult to pick and score runs. It was surprising to see Dinesh Karthik using 7 bowlers to complete the 20 overs quota, but he was successful in restricting SRH to 142. We all know throughout the years, SRH is one such team which is known for defending low totals. I was expecting the same to happen in this game, but I felt KKR batsmen were really smart and sensible with their chase. Shubman Gill, a player with high expectations, showed his class and composure with the chase and built up good partnerships along with Nitish Rana and World Cup winning captain Owen Morgan, and took them home comfortably. Shubman Gill's brilliant 70 of 62 balls not only won them the game but also is a great boost for them going into the season. SRH's bowler, on the other hand, were decent, I felt. They didn't leak too many runs but were unable to pick those crucial wickets in the middle over to put pressure on KKR's batting order. Now let's focus on the next 2 games. Match number 9, Kings 11 Punjab versus Rajasthan Royals. This game was taking place at Sharjah. The ground, which we all know, is very small and is a purely batting friendly pitch. Hence, Steve Smith, Rajasthan Royals captain, won the toss and elected to bowl first, thinking chasing a target in this ground would be easier, and when dew comes to play, it will be difficult to grip the ball for the Punjab spinners in the second half of the innings. The boys from Karnataka opened innings for Punjab. The captain KL Rahul along with Mayank Agarwal. The ground was small and they started hammering the bowlers from the go. They took on every bowler of Rajasthan Royals and were playing fantastic cricket and beautiful shots. They built up a humongous partnership of 183 runs. Mayank Agarwal scored a brilliant 106 of 50 balls, and KL Rahul supported him very well, scoring a 69 of 54 balls. Glenn Maxwell and Nicholas Pooran helped them by playing little cameos in the end and getting the team to a total of 223 for 2. What a target was this for the Rajasthan Royals to chase. Mayank Agarwal showed his class on the day. He made sure cricket is all about timing and elegance and not just power. He smoked every bowler out of the park and played a fantastic and unforgettable innings, in my opinion. I felt really bad for the Rajasthan bowlers. The pitch was hardly offering them anything, and with the ground dimensions, it was really tough for the bowlers and it was really difficult to maintain good economy as well. Rajasthan had to chase a total of 224. It would be a record chase which has never happened in IPL, and I was looking forward to the second innings. Let's see what happened. Chasing a target of 224 with almost more than 11 runs per over from the first ball was a huge mountain for Rajasthan to climb. And they lost their destructive opening batsman, Josh Butler, very early. It was all up to Sanju Samson and Steve Smith to build the innings. I felt they had a wonderful partnership of 81 runs where they scored quick runs and some good boundaries to get that momentum into the game. Sanju Samson, who smashed every CSK bowler out of the park in the first match, was their key player in this chase. After Smith lost his wicket and the score was 100 for 2, I saw Rahul Tewatia walking down. And frankly, I wasn't surprised seeing Rahul Tewatia. I was watching some of Rajasthan's training videos and I saw him smoking the ball out of the ground. And I felt he would be that batsman who'd score quick runs and smash some balls out of the park and give more momentum to Rajasthan Royals to chase the target down. Sanju Samson was outstanding on the day, I felt. He was scoring runs beautifully at a very high rate and helping the team to chase the total. But at the other end, Rahul Tewatia was struggling. He was not able to pick the line and length. He was not able to middle the ball. He was struggling to rotate strike. He was giving away too many dot balls and the pressure was on Rajasthan Royals to chase and it looked like Punjab will win this game. It was all up to Sanju Samson to score runs and get the team home. As Rahul Tewatia was struggling at the other end and pressure was mounting, Samson lost his wicket. They required 64 of 23 runs and in middle were Uthappa and Tewatia, who had no option but to go big. Rahul Tewatia was having a terrible day with the bat and he had to face Sheldon Cottrell in the 18th over. And guess what happened after this? Rahul Tewatia smashed 5 mighty sixes in an over of Sheldon Cottrell and scored 30 runs, changing the whole equation of the game. Rajasthan required 20 runs in the last 2 overs and it suddenly felt like they can do it. Rahul Tewatia, from a villain to hero within no time. What a gem of an innings he played. He was struggling to middle the ball in the initial stages and then in the death overs he smashed 5 sixes of the mighty Sheldon Cottrell. What a gem of an innings and what a treat for all cricket fans to watch. Rajasthan Royals won the game by 4 wickets and make it 2 wins out of 2 in the league. Now let's focus on match number 10. Royal challenges Bangalore versus Mumbai Indians. RCB, who are trying to bounce back after a big defeat against Punjab, and on the other hand Mumbai, who won against KKR, would like to continue their winning form. It was time for India's vice captain Rohit Sharma to go one-on-one against India's captain Virat Kohli. Rohit Sharma won the toss and elected to bowl first, and I felt RCB were really happy to bat first. Aaron Finch and Devdutt Padikkal built up a fantastic 81-run partnership, and Finch scored a brilliant 52 of 35 balls, and Devdutt Padikkal supported him really well. After losing the wicket of Aaron Finch and Virat Kohli quickly, it was up to Padikkal and AB de Villiers to carry the momentum. Devdutt Padikkal scored a brilliant 54 of 40 balls and was very sensible with his innings. On the other hand, it was all about the ABD show. He smashed all the bowlers out of the park and the mighty Bumrah as well. He scored a brilliant 55 of 24 balls, and in the end, Shivam Dube played a really good cameo and took the team to a total of 201. Chasing a target of 201 in this ground was never going to be easy, and Mumbai had a bad start to their chase. They lost Rohit Sharma, Quinton de Kock, and Suryakumar Yadav very early, and it was all up to Hardik Pandya, Ishan Kishan, and Kieron Pollard to build the innings. With 78 for 4 in the 12th over and chasing 125 in 8 overs, I felt Mumbai were down and out. But then came the mighty Kieron Pollard. He, along with Ishan Kishan, started scoring runs at a very high rate and built up a fantastic partnership. Kieron Pollard scored a mighty 60 of 24 balls, and he was smashing all the bowlers out of the park. It was down to the wire and the game was very close. Let's see what happened next. The game's equation was completely changed by Kieron Pollard and Ishan Kishan. In the final over, they required 80 runs and Ishuru Udana, their debut bowler, was bowling the penultimate over. Ishan Kishan smashed 2 sixes of him in the 3rd and 4th ball, and it was 5 required of 2 balls. Ishan Kishan scored a brilliant 99 and wanted to go for the glory, but he failed and he lost his wicket. It was the final ball of the match and Mumbai required 5 runs, but Kieron Pollard said, "I'm not going to leave this," and he smashed a 4 and game went to the super over. Ishan Kishan's brilliant 99 of 58 balls was an unmatchable innings. It took the game to the wire, but it couldn't win them the match. It was time for super over. Mumbai were batting first and Navdeep Saini was bowling for RCB. And Navdeep Saini was amazing with the ball. He was spot on and he restricted the mighty Mumbai to just 7 runs, giving huge hope for RCB batsmen to chase down this total. Defending 7 runs in a super over was a very big ask, and Jasprit Bumrah was up for it against AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli. The game again went to the wire, but RCB batsmen made sure they chased this down and win it for the team. RCB won the game, and what a game was this to watch. What a source of entertainment was this for all the cricketing fans out there. I hope all the RCB and Mumbai fans are okay after the match. There were surely some nervy moments for both the sides, but RCB finally make it 2 wins out of 3 games in their season. That's all for this video, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying all the high voltage drama in the Indian Premier League and also enjoying all the games out there. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel and enjoy all the sporting action.